Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix F1. The Foo Fighters have cancelled their Ya Salam after race concerts.
We'll also be talking about the UAE ranks well in a study of the most thoughtful countries.
And Dubai has become the world's first paperless government. So throughout those papers, we're saving the world.
Oh my God. And we'll also be talking about Miss Bahrain opts to wear a bikini at the Miss Universe 2021 prelims, as well as Aston Martin's F1 reserve driver Nico Hülkenberg on the Lovin Dubai show later on the show.
But before we get into it all, the news broke just before the weekend that New Zealand has cancelled or will eventually cancel cigarettes in the country, which means that when it passes into law after 2022, people around the age of 14 will officially not be able to buy cigarettes.
That's
if
amazing.
It passes.
I'm so down for this law, like really. The amount of, if you just see the post that you sent me, if you read it, there's this one doctor who goes like, this is for all the, people don't understand, like so many people suffer from such horrible diseases that are related to nicotine and just the effects of smoking cigarettes. So it's amazing.
I 100,000,000% agree.
Yeah.
But I do love to play devil's advocate. I do. Don't shoot me. So there's cigarettes can kill, and I don't like them, and 100% they should be banned. There's a lot of things that can kill that we have access to, and how do you think that they could roll this out in every country? Are they likening it to a drug? It's a real tricky one because it's how can the government dictate how you should live, and how can a government make this blanket rule? I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
At the same time, what was there? I wonder. I'd really like to know more. Was there a referendum on this in the country? Because if potentially the people were allowed to make that decision, that's a whole other thing. So you'd love to know the people's thoughts. I'm sure the people support it, especially when you're thinking about the youth, that it's the next generation will not be able to buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how governments can bring in these laws. Why are you looking at me like that, Ali?
It should be a choice.
It should be a choice. It's a tricky one.
I mean, like, it's again like that smokers versus non-smokers debate, you know?
It's the same thing as alcohol. Alcohol is bad for your health, and it's known to kill people.
That's exactly. Alcohol kills people. Fact.
Yeah.
And it's
for sure. I mean, but there's so many things that go into it. Like, cigarettes are more easily available. You can do them like every 2 hours. With alcohol, it's like,
well, addiction is addiction, and people can become addicted to both things.
Very true. That is true. But I feel like it's like saying, like in a room full of criminals, this person only killed one person. Like, look at the others. They've killed like several others. Like they've killed several thousands. So why is she getting punished? She barely did like.
Yeah, I think are we not both saying the same thing here, that how can you outlaw something but something else is just as bad? Why are you saying one is worse than the other?
I mean, it's still a step forward, like it's still like banning something that's so dangerous and detrimental to your health that, okay, so it's one step at a time, like maybe it's cigarettes now, later it can be something, like it can go to alcohol. You don't know, because
exactly, we don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of just cleaning society. Like the youth, they benefit from this. Like, come on, it's a great thing for parents, for just, it's a choice, but it's not the best. Even if it's a choice, it's not like one that you should be making anyway, like smoking.
Look, I 100% agree, but I think it begs the question of control that your government can have.
But definitely, cigarette companies will be very disappointed with this new law.
It's okay. They should change it. Then all the money in cigarette countries, all the money that they throw into their cigarettes, maybe they'll change it into something that you can. I was going to go down the route of all the magic things that people want. Like, I want to eat chocolate forever and not get fat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I should have gone the route of like saving the environment, but I went to chocolate.
No, I was thinking chocolate cigarettes. So like same. Like, as long as there's a good addiction, it's put in some kind of route that's something.
But
good.
Chocolate, fatty.
Fat-free chocolate.
No, but also you can if you overdo fatty foods, you can die.
Yes.
So therefore,
high blood pressure.
Okay, Ali, you can die from a lot of things, but cigarettes are one of them. Like any.
Diabetes are the number one.
Oh, number one.
in this
Number
country.
one.
In this country.
Okay.
But let's move into a very, very positive government move. Not that the other one wasn't. Dubai becomes the world's first paperless government. It becomes the worst paperless government in the world, a move which will actually save 3.1 billion dirham. The strategy was actually launched back in 2018 by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Dubai's Crown Prince, and he was able to announce yesterday that we have 100% met that objective. That means we have cut paper consumption by more than 336 million sheets of paper, which is going to save 1.3 billion dirham across the board, and it also, interestingly, saves 14 million working hours in the Dubai government.
Wow. So what's next? Now the next stage will enhance digitalization, which will help provide exceptional experiences for residents through the Dubai Now application, which allows access to more than 130 smart city services in 12 major categories. So amazing news. And like some places are banning cigarettes, some places are banning paper. So it's all, in all, overall, it's a good move.
So it's all progress.
Yes, all progress.
But do you have the Dubai Now app?
I don't have any.
You should get it. It's super. You don't have any app.
I'm deleting everything.
Simran has a space issue on her phone. But the Dubai Now app will essentially mean that you could potentially delete all other apps, because I pay my Diwa bill, my Etisalat bill. I used to also pay my Etisalat and Do because I have my phone and my home on both, and you can literally pay it all on this app. But not just that, you could pay potentially if you're a driver and you have parking fines. It has all the government services. So you mentioned 12 major categories like health and education. It has it all in this one app. And now the fact that we're going further into the world of digitalization, now the fact that there's no paper in Dubai government, they're going to be putting more and more man hours into this. So all of the man hours that have been saved on the paper is going into digitalization, and we are a smart government, and this is a major leap forward. And congratulations for achieving an objective. It's always nice to tick a box.
Thank you so much. It was all our pushing. Become more eco-friendly, more sustainable. Dubai has heard us. They watched the Lovin Dubai show, and it's all rolled out from there.
It was really more of a congratulations to the government. It really was. But I appreciate that positivity. That's like one of our colleagues. That's a Chai level positivity.
Right?
He's just super positive.
He just rubs off on you. I spent the weekend with Chai doing shoots, and like his positivity just rubs off on you. For sure, the confidence levels, charisma.
We all want that. And you accepting congratulations for Dubai becoming the first paperless government, I think actually succeeds Chai in levels of positivity and confidence.
Really, I feel like we influence that change just with the amount we advocate for like a greener, more sustainable environment.
Yeah. See, wearing green, it's part of it. It's all part of it.
But moving on, because we're just speaking of how thoughtful this move is, thoughtful residents are. Now the UAE very fittingly ranks well in a study of the most thoughtful country, one of the most thoughtful countries. Now the UAE ranks well in a study of most thoughtful countries according to this study by mypostcard.com. Now the UAE has been ranked as the 25th most thoughtful society globally out of a list of 50 countries.
It should be higher.
Yeah, it should be.
We should be higher. The top 3 include the Netherlands, Canada, and Finland, and the last 3 include Turkey, Nigeria, and Uganda. The index reveals the most thoughtful societies in the world are now ranked by a score.
Now, the study evaluates a number of aspects such as charity, international donations, volunteering, compassion, healthcare, educational, social mobility, gender equality, elderly support from the family, and others under the 3 main indexes, which are philanthropy, equality, and family. And a fun fact is that the UAE is the only Arab country to have made that list, and that truly highlights how this country is such a model to Arab nations.
Philanthropy, I feel like we do a lot of things. We'll send a message to my postcard and we'll make a case as to why the UAE should be higher going forward, I think.
Yeah, very true. I was gonna say, I haven't really stayed anywhere else in that list, so I can't really tell. The UK beat the UAE, Israel beat the UAE, so I'm curious to know how, in what aspects.
We just got a comment on Facebook. Mark Wynn says, have you seen how thoughtful the drivers on the roads are here? Interesting. So this is actually about the government and how thoughtful they are. But fair point. due to because I'm obviously starting my driving career, I'm more aware of the roads. But I do feel that some drivers give a bad reputation to the roads because there are a lot of model drivers on the roads, and the model drivers are so aware of what's right and what's wrong that they even nearly add to it. Why are you? Everyone just wants to get somewhere on time.
You know, I feel like, I mean,
indicators could be a thing. That could be a.
Which country has like the most perfect drivers? Nowhere. You'll always find those anomalies, right?
Yeah, I think here it's because everyone grew up on different driving road systems.
Yeah.
So when you just like put 200 nationalities with different rules, because I'm doing, as you know, my driving at the moment, but I also did it back in Ireland, so the rules I have are different. So when my instructor was like, "Oh, you have a 5-kilometer grace period," did you know this on your 40K?
I didn't know it's 5, it's 20.
No, if you're on the I haven't gotten to the big roads yet. So if you're on the smaller 40-kilometer roads, you can go 5 kilometers above it. And I was always like inching towards the 40, about 38 kilometers. And he was like, "Forget your old rules, go faster," because I was actually holding up the road due to my slow road progress. Anyway, this is why I am, and then you'll have someone beeping because I think I'm going by the rules.
Yeah. And then you had the tailgaters, and just on Thursday, we were cruising down, like just chilling, driving down, and some car comes and bashes us from the back. Like, I think he just didn't step on his brake or something at the signal.
Genuine bashes? He got hit?
Yeah, like a small hit, a small bump. Because I'm assuming he just lifted his foot off the brake. And it just went and hit the car, and just like, oh, okay, well, no harm was done to either car, so we just moved on. But anyway,
I do always think we can always improve. So if there could be more awareness about using indicators and getting drivers off phones everywhere, that would not be a bad thing. Let's move on to our next story. We're talking about the Foo Fighters, unfortunately, have cancelled their Ya Salam after race concert. So this weekend, Abu Dhabi is lit. I don't know about you guys, but it's everywhere. Today, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will host the season-ending, ultimate, title-deciding race between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in a once-in-a-generation finale, and all eyes, of course, will be on that. I think it starts at about 4 p.m. and it goes on, correct me if I'm wrong, until like 7 or 8. It's a long enough race.
Yeah.
So I think all eyes are going to be on that. I know some people are down at the F1 already for the pre's in the last couple of days, and they said that there's like massive fangirl and fanboy situations. Like people are wearing like Max Verstappen shirts and Lewis Hamilton shirts. Like people are super excited about this. And what was meant to follow that was, of course, the Ya Salam after race concert, Foo Fighters. So there has been massive, amazing concerts so far. Stormzy, Khaled, last night, Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, wait, you saw him?
No, I saw the videos.
Oh.
When the night comes.
You didn't go?
No.
He went.
I went to Stormzy.
How was it?
Amazing.
Yeah.
What was the highlight?
I took videos. It was amazing.
I took videos.
From beginning to end, but probably the highlight was the song that he sang. What he did with Dave, another grime artist like Stormzy.
So just really, really good.
Yeah, but Dave wasn't there, but he did it like a shout out, and it was just nice. And then there was like confetti.
They always let at the Ya Salam after concerts. I saw last night like confetti everywhere. It's so good. And the final night is the big one. And people were really, really gearing up for Foo Fighters. And then we got the big news yesterday that Ya Salam updated their Instagram. They said, due to unforeseen medical circumstances, the Foo Fighters will not be performing at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix Ya Salam after race concerts on Sunday, 12th of December. And also they added a statement from Foo Fighters. The band apologizes for any inconvenience or disappointment caused by this unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, that really sucks. I know so many people that were looking forward to this concert, like thousands. But anyway, the update continues. But the historic F1 finale weekend still goes on with its new moves, vibrant atmosphere, and racing action as we look forward to settle the most intense title fight and crown a champion today right here in Abu Dhabi.
And can I just say, in terms of Foo Fighters, this is kind of like on the QT news, but it was so close to happening because there is a contact that we have that works at Etihad that said the crew support system was already on the plane. Like everything was getting ready to fly. And then for some reason, they said unforeseen medical circumstances, it couldn't happen. So whatever happened in the last minute was obviously something that could not have been changed. Like the crew were on the plane, everything was ready and loaded, and then what? Not sure if they could have, but unless they found a private charter, it would have been. Yeah, they couldn't have done it. So hearts broken because obviously Foo Fighters. But we're living in a time when travel is so shaky. The fact that they've been able to pull off 3 amazing international performers already, the fact that all the race drivers are in, it's been super duper successful. So I think we'll still look back and be like, amazing that they were able to pull it off. 100% attendance as well, because obviously when you're at a concert, you want 100% attendance. You don't want 50% because you need that concert vibe. And the reviews we've had of these concerts has been amazing.
Oh my God, the refunds are it's gonna be quite hectic for the team to organize.
No, I don't think, because obviously it's part of the
Whoever
whole.
or has the
It's
race
part of
tickets.
you've bought your so the race ticket is like the full thing, so there won't be.
Okay, but I mean, intense anyway for all the guests who took offs on Sundays to make it to this concert. It's, I mean, like, just for this concert in specific.
The concert's at nighttime.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. It's not a sad thing for anyone. Anyway.
Everyone's happy.
Everyone is happy. But a whole nation is happy thanks to Miss Bahrain, and this is why now Miss Bahrain opts to not wear a bikini at the Miss Universe 2021 prelims at the 70th Miss Universe pageant. Now that'll take place today. It's Sunday, December 12, 2021, and at the Universe Dome at Port of Eilat in Eilat South District, Israel. And in the recently held prelims, 25-year-old Miss Bahrain Manar Nadeem Dayani, she made heads turn for all the right reasons. Now Nadeem represented her country at the Miss Universe 2021 prelims, and she won hearts with her non-swimsuit statement. Now the gorgeous lady was received with loud cheers during the swimsuit round as she slayed the ramp in a fully covered outfit that we are absolutely loving. My English, what's wrong with it? And for this, Diani earned praises from pageant fans, and instead of wearing a swimsuit, Nadeem wore a dark jumpsuit adhering to the cultural and religious beliefs. And some fans even appreciated her for promoting women empowerment and just inclusivity in general. And apart from that, Josh Eugen, president and the national director of Miss Universe UAE, shared the video post of Miss Bahrain on his Instagram with the caption, "A historic and inspiring moment to represent Bahrain at the Miss Universe stage." Now, I have so much to say about this, Casey. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
First of all, I didn't realize that she's actually a Dubai-based fashion student.
Yeah.
And Josh shared that story with us, which is just, I think it's amazing because obviously it's all about representation. So for people, in general, we talk about representation, about what you see growing up as a child and what's important. So when a Miss Universe pageant is taking place, you'll have lots of young girls looking at it, potentially. And to see someone who's representing a more inclusive outfit situation, I'm all for it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, just that whole round of the swimsuit round, even being there, it's like a little outdated. But, there are two things to go about this. Like, both are so liberating. Like, you can choose to show off your body. Like, if you've got it, you flaunt it. Like, of course, it's your choice. And then another thing is, like, you shouldn't be forced to do and show off anything you don't want to. Like, you can have the best body, but if you don't want to show it off, be it a man, woman, like, just that individual, it should be an individual's choice. So just this showing that this is also an option going forward. So many more countries will be, able to participate in the Miss Universe contest now, and just having that round being given that liberty of, like, okay, you don't have to do anything or wear anything you don't want to.
You know what? I was genuinely surprised, and maybe this is naive of me. I was genuinely surprised to hear that she was the first to do it.
Yeah.
And I wonder how the pageant will respond. Obviously, you said the finals are tonight. So are there specific requirements that she had to say, I'm actually just going to screw the requirements, show that there's a choice to everyone watching and potentially just say goodbye to my place in the finals because she hasn't followed these requirements. And I'm not sure, but I think what you said is most important is option. It doesn't matter. It's all about choice and what people feel comfortable in. And she was comfortable. She looked phenomenal. She strutted. She looked amazing. And we're giving her a big clap to just doing her and just being credible for women's choice around the world. So well done to her. And we'll see how she gets on.
Actually, this year around, Miss Universe actually gave that choice to all the participants. Like, they didn't have to wear one. Like, even when the UAE, the round of selections were happening for the UAE, Miss Universe UAE, that round itself wasn't there, the swimsuit round. So going for, like, that's when it was announced that okay, it's not there now while we're picking the like the representative for the UAE, but it's not going to be there in the actual Miss Universe thing either. Like, you have the option of not wearing one if you don't want to wear one. So that option was always there. Okay. I mean, like, for this year.
Massive strides. I think it's important because, like, also you said, you know, the pageant itself, people look at it like, is it outdated? No, like, it's still very important because it gives women a platform to do amazing things, and they really do. But potentially re-looking at what was okay 10 years ago, is that what we want now? So it's a good question.
Very true. But guys, next up on the show we have someone very exciting. So stay locked on Lovin Dubai show, because right after this short break we will be in conversation with the German dreamboat racer Nico Hülkenberg, who is Aston Martin's F1's current reserve driver, and we'll be talking about all things F1, his predictions, as well as give him the hard-hitting ultimatum.
I'm looking forward to that. Stay tuned.
It's after the show, I mean after races.
No, because it's always very hard and difficult to get from the paddock to there. It's you know, it's busy with people, and I think the friendly Aston Martin people, they make me work even after the driving. So, and I fly home on Sunday morning already. So
Sunday morning, that's so soon. So any predictions on who's gonna win the F1 race?
It's so tough right now, isn't it? It's touch and go. I mean, it would be very refreshing and nice for Formula One to see Max win. You know, to have someone else than Mercedes and Lewis. I think both deserve it in a way. But it's just very exciting, you know, to see the race and to witness this epic battle. Who do you want to win?
For sure, Lewis Hamilton. He's vegan, and I think he's just a great
person.
That's
a great explanation.
Are you vegan?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, you don't look.
I'll go smash a steak now.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and that's it for the Lovin Dubai show, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Yeah? Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show with me, Simran, and we are with none other than Nico Hülkenberg.
Thanks for the intro.
Thanks. Okay, so in a lot of your YouTube videos, you had to like reinstate how you say your name. So did I say it right?
Not bad. You gave it a nice little twist, high pitch. I liked it.
But how is it? It's Nico Hülkenberg?
Well, you know, the German way is obviously the U with the two dots. So it's in German we say Ü.
Okay.
It's Ü.
Ü?
Yeah. Hülkenberg. But obviously internationally that's a little bit difficult. So Hülkenberg, Hulk. Call me what you want.
Hulk. Oh, I like that. Hulk. Nico Hulk.
Good.
Are you like, do you get not aggressive? Like, do you lose your short temper?
I'm aggressive all the time, so be careful.
Oh my god, I'm scared. I learned German, by the way, when I was young.
Und? Wie viel ist hängen geblieben?
Honestly, I don't remember anything but Guten Tag. It's very hard language.
That's disappointing.
That's disappointing. I will do better next time we meet.
Please.
I'll be fluent. Anyway, so I want to ask you, when did you first realize that you have a passion for racing?
Well, it was actually when I discovered it, and that was I was 8 years old at the time. Before that, I didn't really know about racing, and then we kind of discovered it through family, friends, and then kind of, you know, immediately got stuck to it. That was my passion then, and my obsession to become a Formula One driver one day.
Okay, so since then you knew you had a passion. That's the only thing you wanted to follow.
Exactly. I was so driven and focused, and there was no left or right, no distraction. All I lived for was the racing. I guess it kind of, that's the classic way and the way it's got to be.
So did your parents ever go like, no, we don't want you to race, we want you to focus on your studies, become an engineer, doctor, or something of the sort?
No, luckily not. My dad's always been a huge racing fan himself, but he never got to do it himself. So when I then, started, it was also, I was living his dream. He was living his dreams through me, but I obviously still wanted it, so that was good, and he was, pushing it and supporting me a lot. My mum too. Obviously mums, they're always, a bit scared, and in the go-karting days, especially then, you're in this go-kart and it's open, it can be quite scary. But no, she's also been supportive, and up till today,
So you've been career racing for over a decade, so I'm sure there are ups and downs, and there are also so many of it. So how do you stay focused that, okay, even though all this is happening around me, I'm gonna continue down this lane?
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of sport. You have good moments, you have very bad moments, but that makes it also interesting and exciting at the end of the day. The highs are very high and the lows are very low and very tough sometimes. But we obviously have a dream and an aim, and you always need to get up one more time, then you go down. So you keep working and you keep working out.
And what's the dream for Nico?
Well, right now I'm more obviously towards the end of my F1 career, let's say.
Okay.
But there's other interesting racing series out there. So for now I don't know where things will take me, but I have good plans and I'm in a good place, anyways.
So I'll just go with the flow.
Exactly.
So you've had a lot of very scary crashes.
No, I didn't.
Must say.
No.
You did? I've seen videos. They look scary to me. I
think you've watched Romain Grosjean's YouTube, not mine.
Okay, but you've had crashes, right? I'm sure you have. I saw something.
A few little ones.
Little ones. But do you get any PTSD after oh my god, I'm not going to go back on the track after that?
Well, you see, that's not how racing drivers work. That would be the end of it. If we have the slightest bit of fear and we waste time of that, we waste time to think about performance and other things. So if that day comes, that's the day to retire, for sure.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
I guess, in a way, yes.
Yeah.
That's what we get a lot in the car. Outside the car, some days, yes, but usually not so much, I would say.
Not so much? Oh, I would think the opposite. Okay, but you are a reserve driver for Aston Martin, so what does that entail?
Well, it obviously, if there is a bad situation for one of the main drivers, which are Lance or Seb, I would be, the stand-in guy.
Okay.
But fingers crossed, so far this year that was not necessary. They've been healthy and good and strong. But behind the scenes, that I work with the team, trying to help develop the car and make the car faster and more competitive.
Okay, and so with this job, there's you end up racing a lot of your friends.
Yeah, they're not really friends. They're colleagues.
Colleagues, okay.
Some of them you get on with. Some of them you're closer, but many of them you actually don't like.
Oh, okay.
So there's no problem, to be hard on the track.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we were wondering. How do you race and get competitive with your friends?
Well, you still gotta. At the end of the day, it's a very professional sport, and we're all very competitive from nature. So yeah, friendship ends somewhere. As soon as you put on the helmet and put the visor down, drive out of the circuit. There is no such things as friends.
Oh, so you're not in this industry to make friends?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay, so I want to ask you, if you had to pick one.
One what?
Pick one, just one, and the other one is given up for life. Zeus or race car driving? Zeus. So Zeus is his dog.
That's a nasty one. Why? I can do racing and still have my dog.
But you are at gunpoint. You have to choose one. Which one would you choose?
It's got to be Zeus, doesn't it? He's the man. He's my boy. So.
But then, what would you do to earn and give him a good life?
I'll find something. I'll find something left over somewhere. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, your alternative career path, what would that be if not racing?
Definitely a James Bond. I mean,
acting?
I think no, actually, the James Bond life. I think I got what it takes. I could jump down right here, right now, if you want it. But
I do want it.
I'll keep that for later.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's not, you know, like make the whole night about you.
Exactly. Otherwise, this show is gonna get famous.
We want that. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Do a few stunts. Never mind. Later. After, not for the camera. You don't want to.
Let's show you my tricks, though.
Good tricks. Wow. Okay. I think we're good. Thank you so